Okay, guys, we're going to sell cattle to you. Won't take long, so get started early and stay as long as you can stand it. I can't wait. Let's go. Lydia's ready. Start with a good one. That's a good way. That must not be Tuesday. Nice steer. Big boy. $2.10, $2.10, and $2 now 10. They're going to $2 here. They're going to $2 to buy, but they get $2 and $2 here too. They're going to $2 here too. They're going to $2 to buy, but they get $2 and $2. They're going to $2 bill now 10 and 110, 20, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 185, 185, 185, 90, 190, now 5, 95, 205. They're going to get 210. They're going to get 210. They're going to get 10, 10, 8 and 205. Put on H number 9. Steer? Wonder what he looks like. Brooks cattle?
No, this is still a tag.
Still a tag. Is he okay, Anton? Pretty good. Pretty good here now. $3.10 and $3 now 10. They're to get at 3. They're to get at 3. They're to get 10, 20 and 3, 10, 20. They're to get at 3, 10, 3, 20, 3, 10, 3, 20, 3, 10, 20 and 10, 20. They're to get at 20. So 310 on the internet. Bryce 4. Bryce 4. Good heifer here now. They're to get at 350 and 350. They're to get at 50. They're to get 350 and 350. They're to get at 50 to buy. They're to get 50. They're to get 50. They're to get 50 and 350. They're to get 50. They're to get 50 and 350. They're to get 50. They're to get 3 1/4 now 30 and 3 1/4 30 and 3 1/4 30 and 3 1/4. When you get 30, they're to get 30. They're to get 30. They're to get 30. They're to get 30 and 30. They're to get $3. Control her, Anto. $3.10. 1. 301. 301. 2. Varner 301. 602. 502. Here's Mr. Brooks steer from down there Lokiba. Lokiba, Oklahoma. Lightweight steer now. 350 and 350 and 350. They're going to 50. They're going to 350 and 350. They're going to 50. They're going to get 50. They're going to get 50. Lokiba now. 350 and 350. They're going to get 50. They're going to get 50. They're going to get 50. Go back up all day. 3 now 10 and 301 and 303. They're going to get 303. They're going to get 303. They're going to get 301, 35 and 305, 7, 307, 9, 309, 11 now 13 and 15, 17, 19, 21 and 321. They're now 3 and 20. 3, you're to get 321, 3, you're to get 3, you're to get brass, 321. 4. 64. Cripple. Dollar, now 10, and 110, 20, and 120, 30, you're to get 40, you're to get 50, you're to get 60, you're to get 70, you're to get 80, you're to get 90, you're to get 2, and 210, you're to get 20, you're to get 220, you're to get 30, you're to get 240, and 240, you're to get 230, 40, 50, and 250, 60, and 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, and 60, Ricardo, 250, Ricardo, 250. Good bull right here, $3. Now 2 1/2, and $3 bill, 2 1/2, and 3. They're to get 3, they're to get 3, 250, and 60, 70. They're to get 80, 90. They're to get 290. They're to get out, Antone, now 3, and 3. They're to get $3 here, 3. They're to get out 3. They're to get 3 now to 110, and 310. They're to get to be $3. Put on number 6. Rockin' 33. Steer. Steer. Steer, $2. And 2, they're to get at $2.10, they're to get at 10, they're to get 10, and 10, 20, they're to get at 220, they're to get at 20, 30, they're to get 30, 40, and 240, 50, they're to get 60, and 260, they're to get 60, they're to get 250, they're to get 60, and 60, they're to get 60, they're to get 60 brass, 250 brass, 250 brass. 99. Light away over here now, 3 1/4, at 325, at 325, to get now 25, 25, 25, 325, 30, to get now 30, to get 40, to get 50, at 360, to get 70, to get 370, 80, 380, 90, and 390, to get 380, to get 90, to get 90, to get 90, to get 90, 380, 90, and 380, to get 90, to get 90, sold 380 for the Terry number 6. Heifer will be open, guys. I'll be open. Check that away. Should be open, guys. Should be open, guys. Here it is. They're going to 250, at 250, at 250. They're going to 50. They're going to 50, at 250. They're going to 60, at 260. They're going to 250. They're going to 60. They're going to 60, at 250, 260, 250, 260. They're going to 60. Terry, 250. Terry, 9. She's already open, guys. She's open. They're going to at 230, at 230, at 230. They're going to 30. They're going to 30. They're going to 230, at 230. They're going to 30 here, 35. They're going to 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, at 35. They're going to brass 230. 9. She's already open. Heifers come down from Minko. Here's Mike Wright's cattle, guys. All heifers will be guaranteed, I guess, from here on out. Never had any implants. Never had any implants. Here, 275, 80, and 275, vertical 80, and 280, vertical 275, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 275, and 275, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 5, 6 here, 75, $6, and 277, vertical 78, vertical 89, vertical 80, and 81, vertical 81, 282, 81, 2, and 281, 2, 281, 2, vertical tubby 281, put them number 18. No, 28, 28, brag. X. Stillwater, Oklahoma, guys. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Guaranteed open, guys. Good heifers here now. They're going to get 275, at 275, they're going to 75, they're going to 75, 50, at 250, they're going to get 2.5, they're going to get 250, they're going to get 2.5, 5, 7.5, 60, and 2.5, 5, they're going to 5, they're going to 7.5, they're going to get 260, 7.5, brass, and 7.5, and 70, and 270, 2.5, they're going to get 5, they're going to get 270, 7.5, and 7.5, they're going to get 275, 7.5, and 7.5, they're going to get 7.5, Tubby 275, put on number 29, 29, X preg. They's already prayed. Good morning, sir. There's Ronnie Mize, this heifer. Ronnie Mize now. He's got a habit of handling some pretty nice cattle now. 260, at 260, at 260, they're going to 2.5, they're going 5, they're going 7.5, and 70, they're going 2.5, 5, they're going 7.5, 80, 82.5, 85, they're going 85, they're going 285, 285, they're going 285, 7.5, they're going 7.5, 90, and 290, 2.5, 5, at 290, 7.5, they're going 3, at $3 here, 3, they're going 3, at 3, at 8, at 297.5, put them a 1. He doesn't. Okay. Here's Butch Etchell's cattle up here with Watonga. Another man that has nice cattle, pretty good weights here. Etzel cattle from Watonga, Oklahoma, and $3, and 3, to get $3 now, 3, to get 3, to get 3, to get 2.5, and 3, 2.5, to get 305, to get 302.5, and 305, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, $6, and 306, 305, $6 here, how $6, and 305, 6, 7, to get 7, to get 7, 8, and 308, to get 9, here 9 now 10, and 310, to get 310, and West 10, and 39 now 10, how 10, to get 39 10, and 39 10, to get now 10, Tuppy 309, put them on number 27. X Preg. Matt Whitman's heifers. Batch with Miss Big Heifers right there now. They're to get 250, at 250, they're to get 2.5, at 250, they're to get 2.5, they're to get 250, 2.5, 5, at 255, 7.5, 60, they're to get 65, and 7.5, 70, they're to get 270, and 270, internet shot 2.5, and 275, they're to get 7.5, they're to get 80, and 280, they're to get 82.5, 82.5, 5, 85, 85, 87.5, 87.5, they're to get 7.5, they're to get 7.5, they're to get sold 285, color what? 9, 1, number 1, H1. Turner cattle guys from Dublin, Charles Turner. I guess that might not be Turner. Okay. Artie Prague guys, Artie Prague. Dublin, Dublin, Dublin. $3, 2.5, and $3 now, 2.5, to get 3, to get 3, to get 3, and 3, to get $3 here, 3, to get 3, to get 3, to get 1, to get 301, to get 301, and 301, to get you guys bid 301, and 301, to get a $1, to get a 1, to get 1 West $3 bill, put them on number 17. Here's a Wayne scale, guys, out of Hydro. Already checked. Crispin Heifers. Really nice. Really nice. Right here now. There to get 3, at 3, 2.5, at 302 and a 5, to get 305, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 7.5, and 10, to get 12.5, to get 15, to get out 315, and 15, to get 315, 312.5, to get 15 out 16, and 16, to get 316 here, high west out 16, and 315, 316, to get out 16, to get 7, at 315, put them at number 27. Come out of Lokiba again, guys. Well, them Brooks cattle are 90 days weaned. They've had their shots all done. All done. Long-tailed heifers here now. 310 and 310 and 10. They're to get 3 and now 10. They're to get now 10 about. They're to get 5. They're to get 305. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 5 and 305 10. They're to get 310. They're to get 305. They're to get 10 and 10 behind bowls. 305 10. 305 10 and 305. They're to get 10 10 10 10. They're to get 10. So 305. Tubby put on number 17. 27 27. Prager. APO. Okay, here's Dan's cattle, guys. Lacy cattle. Clinton, Oklahoma. Here we go. Long-tailed heifer here. 3 1/4 at 325. At 325. I get 7.5. I get 325. I get 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 327.5. Did you? And 7.5. 30. To get 2.5. I get 332 and a 5. And 7.5. 40. And 40. To get 2.5. I get 5. I get 45. I get 7.5. 50. At 352 and a half. 5. I get 55. I get 52 and a 5. And 352 and a half. I get 5. I get 5. To be 352 and a half. 15. Prag 'em. Already Prague. Same deal, guys. Thought you were going to start with some loads. There's some more Daniels cattle, guys. Already Pragued open. Pretty good weights here now. 310 and 310 and 10. They're to get 10, they're now 12 and a half. They're to get 15. They're to get 15, 17 and a half, 20 and 320. They're to get 2 and a half. They're to get 322 and a half, 322 and a half, and 322 and a 5, and 325. They're to get 27 and a half, 30 and 330. They're to get 32 and a half. They're to get 32 and a 5, and 335. They're to get 7 and a half. They're to get 337 and a half, and 335, 7 and a half. That'd be 335, 25, 15. Be 2 lows. These servers are already checked on. And here's Cole's cattle, guys. Cole Thompson. He's been sending nice cattle up here every week. 141 of them. Be 141 of them, folks. It's not going to take long, guys, on this heifer turn. There's shortage of these things, Billy. Mr. Thompson. Little handy weight heifers right here, folks. Handy weight heifers right here. Handy weight heifers here. Summertime feeding heifers, $3, 2.5, and $3 now, 2.5, and 3, they're going to 2.5, they're going to 2.5, 3, 2.5, they're going to 2.5, they're going to 2.5, 3, 2.5, 5, and 5, 7.5, 10, they're going to 10, they're going to 12.5, and 15, they're going to 15, 17.5, they're going to 17.5, and 3, 17.5, they're going to half here, $1, 18, they're going to 18, 18, 19, they're going to 19, they're going to 3, 19, 18, 19, 20, and 3, 20, they're going to 21, and 21, they're going to 3, 21, they're going to 3, 21, and 3, 21, they're going to $1, they're going to 1, they're going to 321, and 1, they're going to 1, they're going to 1, to be 320, put them on number 27, 26, 16, 16. Oh, cripple? Okay. This will be a nice Ryan Kittenbrink. Be quality here, folks. Be quality here. Cow kind of heifers here. Kittenbrinks. Easy to handle. Ryan's carrying on the tradition. There'll be 62 of these choice heifers now. This is a pretty set of girls. Won't be many of these kind around, folks. $3, 33, and 3, 2.5, and 3, 2.5, 2.5, 305, 5, 305, 2.5, and 7, 307, 6 here, 7, 7, and 7, 307, 7, and 8, and 308 here, 8, 8 here, 307, 308, 307, 8, and 8, 307, 308 here, 308, and 8, 308 here, 8, are you both right now? 308, and 307, 308 here, 8, 308, H, 307, number nothing. What's that? Yep.
These heifers now.
Heifer be thin in flesh, they tell me, Billy.
Right on the
Grass only. There'll be 64 of these little heifers, guys. They'll be grass only, and they're pretty black, and they're pretty good now.
Washy grass.
Yeah, old grass washed right out of them. Too much water on it. Real deal, guys, right here. Real deal, boys, right here. 3 1/4 and 325. They're gonna 25, 25, 25. They're gonna 325. They're gonna 325 and 25. They're gonna 325. They're gonna 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 7.5 and 325, 7.5, 30 and 330. They're gonna 30. They're gonna 31. They're gonna 32 and 32. They're gonna 4. They're gonna 34, 34, 34 and 32. 3. You only get 3, 33, 233 and 232. They're gonna 3. They're gonna 232 and 3 and 4 and 234, 234, 5 and 235, 235. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 5 now 6. At 236, 7 and 37. They're going to get 237 and 237. 337, 337, and 337, 8, and 338, 339, 339, 40, and 40, to get 341, and 1, 2, 42, to get 42, 3, 43, 43, and 42, 43, to get 42, 43, to get 3, to get 3, to be 342, number 15.
A couple drafts, these are
Roscoe. Roscoe Heifers, guys. Nice Heifers, guys. Little heavyweight Heifers here now. $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 2.5, and 302 and a half, and I get 5, and 305, and I get 5, and I get 5, and I get 5, 7.5, 10, and 310, 12 and a half, and I get 15, and I get 315, and I get 312 and a half, 15, and 312 and a half, and I get 15, and 312 and a half, and I get 15, and I get 15, and I get 15, and I get whole one, and 15, and 315, and I get now 315, and I get 315, and it's up to 312 and a half, put them on number 15. X and Pregum. Bad feet right here, dollar bill 10 at 110, 20, 120, 30, to get 40, to get 50, to get 60, to get 160, 150, 60, to get 150, 60, $1.60, $1.60, $1.50, $1.60, $1.50, $1.60, to get 60, to get 60, showtime, $1.50, nothing. Here comes Junior's Heifers. He raised them now, Antonio. Junior's Heifers, he raised them. Coming. Junior's good Heifers, guys. He raised them. He got steers out the while. Steers out the while. $3 at 2.5, and $3 bill 2.5, and I get 2.5, and I get 302 and a half, and I get 302 and a half, and 302 and a half, and I get 2.5, 302 and a half, and 2.5, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, and I get 2.5 here, 2.5. West, $3 bill. Put on number 17. No, that we're not. X and Pregum. Here. You Adams folks now. Here's your heifers right here. Is 16 in here? 16's in here.
nice guy.
That little boy's favorite heifer's right in here. Yes, sirree. They got steers and heifers all today, guys. The Adams family down there, Colgate, Oklahoma. Did you raise these? Nope. Put them together, but he put together a good set, didn't he? $3, 2.5, at $3 bill, 2.5, at $3 now, 2.5, and I get 2.5, and I get 302 and a half, and I get 3, at 3, to get $3, here, to get 3, to get 3, to get 3, at 3, to get $3 here, to get 3, to get 3, to get 3, they'll bring more for back up, guys, you'll get 3, and 3, to get 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 285, at 285, at 285, at 7.5, 287 and a half, 287.90, and 290, to get 90, to get 91, to get 91, 2, 92, 91, 2, 3, 93, 93, 94, at 94, to get 5, to get 95, to get 95, 600, at 96, 7, 97, to get 7, to get 98, to get 98, 9, at 99, to get 99, to get 99, 3, at $3 here, 3, to get $3 here, 3, to get 3, at $3 here, 299, 3, H 299, put them on number straight. Harvey's heifers are already checked. You had the best heifer of the day. He's gone. He don't care.
Well, they're pretty nice too. They're green.
Look what Harvey brought you guys. They are green. He don't generally have heifers. He raised every one of these, Billy. Atoka, Oklahoma. Powerful weights in the heifers, guys. Good weights here now. They're going to 285.90 and 285. They're going to 7.5, 285, 7.5. They're going to 7.5, 287.5 and 90 and 292. They're going to 93. They're going to 94. They're going to 94 and 93, 94, 93, 94, 93 and 4 and 293, 4, 5 and 295, 6. Here they're going to 6. Here they're going to 7 and 97. They're going to 98. They're going to 98, 98, 98, 98, 9 and 99, 299, 3. They're going to 301 and 301, 2. They're going to 302, 3 and 303, 4 and 304, 5. And 305, 6, and 307, and 308, and 309, and 309. They're to get 890, 989. They're to get 3089. They're to get 3089. They're to get out west 308, number 18, 17. They already checked. Some more of them. Here's Harvey's. Look what he brought you. The light end of them, guys. He raised them. The light end of me raised them now 310 and 310. They're to get 12 and a half and 310, 12 and a half. They're to get 310 now 12 and a half. They're to get 310, 12 and a half and 310. They're to get 12 and a half out to go 310, 12 and a half, 15 and 15, 17 now 18. They're to get 319, 20 and 320. They're to get 1. They're to get 2100. To get now 320 now 1 and 321 and 321. They're to get 100. To get a 1. They're to get 321. They're to get a 1 to deal 320, 16. Harvey doing it right, isn't he? Where are we going, Bill? Steinmetz cattle from Carnegie, Oklahoma. 60, 70 of them all together, guys. Steers and heifers. Here's a little heifers here. Already checked right here now. $3 now 10 and 302 and a half and $3 now 2 and a half. Better get 2 and a half, 5. Better get 305, 7 and a half. Better get 10. Better get 12 and a half. Better get 15 and 15. Better get 315. Better get 312 and a half. 15, 70 and a half and 7 and a half. 20. Better get 320 and now 1 and 321, 2. Better get 22, 22, 321 and 2 and 321, 2, 3 and 323. Better get 324. Better get 323 and 4. 323. Better get 324. Better get our tub at 323, 16. Better get put them on number 16. Yep. All righty, nice cattle here now. Look at the frame on these cattle, guys. Carnegie, Oklahoma. Carnegie, Oklahoma. 275 at 275, 7 and a half. At 275, 7 and a half. Better get 7 of 80. Better get 282 and a half. 85, 87 and a half. Better get 90. Better get 292 and 93. Better get 94. Better get 95. Better get 95, 95, $6 and 96 here. 297 and 297. Better get 98. Better get 99. Better get 3 and 31. Better get 32. Better get 33. Better get 34 and 5. Better get 305. $6. Better get 7. Better get 8 and 8, 9. Better get 9 here, now there. Better get down. Better get down. 308, 9 and 9 H 308. Put them in number straight. Where you going now, Will? No flesh. Rocking 33, guys. They are green and they're thin flesh people right there now. 310 at 310, 12 and a half. At 310 now, 12 and a half. Better get 310, 12 and a half. Better get 12 and a half out the gate. 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half. And 12 and a half. Better get 3, 12 and a 15 and 17. Better get 17, 18. Better get 18. Better get 18, 19. Better get 319, 18, 19, 18, 19, 318. Better get 19, 18. Better get 19. Better get 318. Better get 19 and 19. Better get 318. Put them in number 27. Here we go. Good stretchy cattle, guys. Good stretchy boogers. 265. 265. Better get 5. Better get 5. Better get 5. Better get 5. Just cause we slowed down and didn't start on time now, girl, don't mean you can start. 265, 265, 70, 270, 72, 72, 272, 272, 3, 3, 4, 5, and 75, $6, 7, 77, 77, 8, and 78, 9, 79, 80, and 81, 82, 83, 83, 4, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 9, 90, and 291, 91, 2, 92, 3, 93, 4, 95, and 95, $6, 295, $6, and 295, 96, 7, and 297, 8, 298, 9, 299, 3, and $3 here, 3, West, 299, 17. Thank you, guys.
Stewart, here's the eye.
I goes out of Stewart, Oklahoma. Oh, Jensen cattle, guys. Feeder.
Whoa.
Look over here, what they brought in, guys. Steve and Peter right there, guys. Steve and Peter Jensen's.
Guarantee them open.
They will be open. They will be open right here now. They're going to 260, 260. They're going to 1, 61. They're going to 1. They're going to 1. They're going to 1 here. They're going to 61, 2, 3. They're going to 4. They're going to 5 and 65, 66. Bless you 7 and 70. They're going to 69. They're going to 70 and 271. They're going to 2. They're going to 2, 3. They're going to 73, 74 and 5. They're going to 75, $6, 7. They're going to 77, 8 and 8, 9. They're going to 9, 80. They're going to 1 and 281, 2, 282, 283, and 283, they're to get 283, 4, and 284, they're to get 283, 4, and 283, 284, 283, 284, they're to get 4, they're to get 4, tub 283, 29, X, Preg,
Here's Jeffrey's heifer.
Jeff Reuter,
Should be about 100 of them.
about 100 of them all together.
Guaranteed open.
Be 96 of them in this draft, guys. 96 of them, they'll be open out of south of town, guys, southwest of town. See the Ratliff brand? Did you see the Ratliff brand? He bought some really nice heifers when he bought them. Yeah, they got big. He held his hand up till I called his name. He loved it. Didn't cost nothing. People don't even look at it anymore. People don't even look at it anymore. So the people that buy and sell cattle. $96 head, folks. Opportunity, guys, right here. Opportunity, some way heifers. Really nice heifers right there now. $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 3, and 3, there to get 3, there to get 3, there to get 3, there to get 3, and 2.5, 5, there to get 7.5, there to get 10, there to get 12.5, 15, and 3, 15, there to get 12.5, there to get 15, there to get 15, there to get 3, 12.5, 13, 14, and 15, there to get 16, there to get 16, there to get 3, 16, and 3, 15, 16, there to get 3, 15, 16, 17, and 17.5, 17.5, there to get 17.5, 17.5, 3, 17.5, 3, 17.5 here, half there, we get half here, it's up 316.5, 27, X Preg. You boys been hanging out together? Thank you, Jeff. Might be some more crosses off up right there now. They're to get 265, 265 and 5. They're going to 5. They're going to 7.5. They're going to 7.5 here, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, and 7.5 and 72.5, 75. They're going to 7.5, 80 and 282.5. They're going to 5. They're going to 7.5. They're going to 90. They're going to 2.5 and 5. They're going to 97.5. They're going to 3. They're going to 3, 2.5 and 3, 2.5 and 7.5. They're going to 10. They're going to 3, 10. They're going to 3, 7.5, 10 and 3, 7.5. You'll get 10. They're going to 10 to 5. They're going to 10, 10, 10 and 10. Tubby 3, 7.5. Put them on number 16. 2, 7. Yard them out. Cripple. Exum and Pregum. Here's the I-Go cattle down there. Stewart. Already checked guys here now. They do right. They do it right down there. Stewart, Oklahoma. Okay, right here, 275, 275, Vertigan 7.5, Vertigan 7.5, Vertigan 7.5, Vertigan 80, and 280, Vertigan 80, Vertigan 82, Vertigan 84, Vertigan 6, here, Vertigan 88, Vertigan 88, 90, and 292, Vertigan 94, 96, here, Vertigan 98, Vertigan 98, 3, and $3.2, Vertigan 304, Vertigan 304, 6, and 8, 308, 308, 306, 8, 10, and 310, 12, and 312, 14, Vertigan 14, Vertigan 312, Vertigan 14, and 312, Vertigan 14, Vertigan 14, West 312, put them on 17. Comanche? Comanche, Oklahoma, folks. You raise them all. They've never had an implant. They're guaranteed open. Look what Shane brought you. Ledford cattle guys down at Comanche. 30 of them all together. They are nice kind of girls right there now. And they're to get 270, and 270, they're to get 2.5, they're to get 72.5, 5, they're to get 75, 7.5, 80, and 82.5, they're to get 282.5, they're to get 282.5, 5, and 287.5, they're to get 7.5, they're to get 790, and 291, they're to get 91, 2, 92, 3, 93, 94, 95, they're to get $96, 7, and 98, they're to get 99, they're to get 3, they're to get 1, they're to get 301, 301, 2, and 2, they're to get 3, they're to get 304, and 304, they're to get 304, 5, and 5, 6, 306, here, they're to get 5, they're to get 6, they're to get 305, 6, and 305, 6, and 6 here, West 305, put them on 17. There's the same girls. She did it. Hey, that's what they look like tomorrow. Shane does a good job. Good job, Shane. 250, and 250, it'll get 2.5, and 250, it'll get 2.5, 5, it'll get 7.5, it'll get 60, it'll get 2.5, it'll get 5, and 7.5, it'll get 70, it'll get 2.5, and 270, 2.5, it'll get 270, 2.5, 5, and 75, it'll get 7.5, 80, and 282.5, it'll get 5, 87.5, it'll get 87.5, 285, 7.5, 285, 7.5, H, 285, put them on number 1. Mead. Here's Karen's dad. Here's Karen's daddy. Yep. Nope, right here. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Here, to get 310, at 310, to get 12.5, at 310, 12.5, to get 310, 12.5, to get 12.5, to get 310, 12, and 15, and 15, 17.5, to get 17.5, internet 17.5, and 17.5, to get 370.5, 20, and 321, to get 21, to get 321, 2, and 23, to get 323, to get 323, and 322, 323, 4, and 324, 324, 323, 324, to get 400, to get worked up. 323, put them on 17. 16. X and Preg. 3 more Allens. Got the right kind here now. 265, 265, and 5, and I get a 5, and I get 7 and a half, and I get 70, and I get 2 and a half, and I get 72 and a half, and I get 5, and 275, 7 and a half, and I get 7 of 80, and I get 2 and a half, 82 and a half, and 282 and a half, 5, and 285, 7 and a half, and I get 287 and a half, and I get 90, and 290, and I get 90 here, West 90, and I get 1, and I get 91, 2, and 92, 3, 93, and 94, 95, and I get 600, and I get a 7, and I get 7, 8, and I get 9, and 3, and I get 3, 1, and I get 3, 2, and I get 3, 3, and I get 3, 3, 302, 303, 302, 303, and 303 here in the West, 302, 17. Excellent. There's Dan's Heifers. Von Tungland's right here, boys. Dan Von Tungland. You know him? Got good cattle, doesn't he? Really has nice white face cattle here now. They're to get 260, and 260, and 2 and a half, and I get 2 and a half, and I get 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, and I get 2 and a half, 261, and 2, they're to get 2, they're to get 2, 3, they're to get 3, 4, they're to get 4, 5, and 66, here's 7, they're to get 7, 8, they're to get 8, 9, they're to get 70, they're to get 71, 72, and 73, 4, they're to get 74, 5, 76, and 77, 8, they're to get 8 here, 9, they're to get 80, they're to get 81, 82, they're to get 82, 3, 83, 83, 82, 83, 82, 83, 82, 83, 82, 83. Here's Tubby. 282, number 29. X. Looks like Tuesday started. 250, 250, they're going to 50, 250, they're what? 255, 55, 255, 255, 60, 260, 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, 7 and a half, 70, 2 and a half, and 5, 7 and a half, 80, 80, 282 and a half, 82 and a 5, 87 and a half, 90, 290 and a 2 and a half, and 295, and 95, 92 and a 5 here, brush out, 292 and a 5, and 292 and a 5, to be 292 and a half, put them at 27. X-Preg. Already? 2 to 5? 3 to 5. That's that deal out of Carnegie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice one. 3 to 5 months bread right there now. 235, 235, I get 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, 235, 40, I get 235, I get 40 and a 5, I get 45, I get 50, 250 a pound, 245 now, 50, I get 50 and a 5, 255, I get 5, I get 5, pretty good. 255, 60, 260, I get 60, I get as I get Terry, 255, 4. By herself? Bless you. She's a 4-year-old. She's 5 months along. 4-year-old, 5 months along. 1800, 1850, 1850, 19. They're to get 2000. They're to get 21. They're to get 2. They're to get 3. They're to get 4. They're to get 5. 2500, 24 and a 5. They're to get 2500. 24, 2500. 24, 2500. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. They're to get 5. And 5. They're to get 5. So 2400. Ricardo. Antonio. No, it's Ricardo. What did I say? Okay. No, he didn't get it. Some more Beggins. 2 by 5s, guys. 2 by 5. Nice effort right there. 2 by 5s here now. To get $2,000 and 2,000 and to get 21 and 2,100. To get 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2. To get 2, 3. To get 3, 4 and 25. To get 25, 2,500 and 24 and 25. To get 24, 25 and 24, 2,500 and 2,500. To get 2,500. To get 5. To get 5, 5. So 2,400. Put them over Ricardo. Four to 7 months. 4 to 7 months. And there's the caretaker of all of them. 2 to 5 right here now. They're to get 250, 250 a pound, 250. They're to get 50. They're to get 60. They're to get 60. They're to get 250. They're to get 60, 250, 60. They're to get 60. They're to get 250. They're to get 60, 60. Anybody else here? 260, 250. They're to get 60. They're to get 60. They're to get 60 more. 250. Put them a number 17. $3 on one of Wayne's. $3 on one of Wayne's. 250, 250, they're to get 5, 255, they're to get 5, they're to get 60, they're to get 5, they're to get 5, they're to get 265, and 5, they're to brash out, 265, 265, they're to get 5, 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 they're to get 5 more, 260, same way, 17. Aborted right here, 285, 285, 285, I get 285, I get 285, I get 285, 285, 90, I get 290, I get 290, I get 90, 285, 90, I get 290 here, 90, 285, 90, I get 90, I get 90, I get 285, put on number 27. Oh, okay. Steer time, guys. Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Newer. Start with skull cattle. Could have had yesterday. Newer cattle, guys. Newer cattle right there now. They're to get 350, 350, 350. They're to get 50. They're to get 60, 350, 60. They're to get as get phones. They're to get 350 now. 60, 360. They're to get 60. They're to get everybody saying Roo at 360, 350, 60. They're to get 60. They're to get 60. They're to get 60. So 350 more. Put on a number 66x, 16x. Up there at Watonga, we had the Heifers a while ago, Billy. Had the Heifers a while ago. They're old yearlings right here from Watonga. Butch, that's those good steers. 3 1/4, 325, 325, they get 25, 25, 25, 25, 325, they get 7 1/2, they get 30, they get 330, 330, they get 30, they get 30, they get 30, they get 30, 327 1/2, you get 30, 30, they get 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 30, so 327 1/2, that'll be 7-0 on Howell. Gary. What you got here, girl? Tell her for Jeffrey. Okay. They're to get $2, $2.10, $2.10. They're to get 10 to buy. They're to get 10. They're to get 2. They're to get 2. They're to get 2. $2 here too. They're to get 2 to buy. They're to get 2. 10. They're to get 10. They're to get 10. And 10. They're to get 10. They're to get $2. Put them 2.7. Put her back on there. Forget that ticket. Thompson calf right there, little cripple. $1.50, $1.60, $1.70, $1.80, they're to get 90, they're to get 2, they're to get 210, they're to get 210, 20, they're to get 220, 30, 230, 40, they're to get 50, 250, they're to get 250, 60, they're to get 260, 70, 270, they're to get 70, everybody 70, she's getting better, 270, 270, they're to get 70, they're to get 70, Ricardo, 260. What?
Now this is a triple off Chevy 27X.
Jeff Luter, 27X. That's the one we yarded out right there. Set up for Jeff. $1.50.
Yeah, it was off that same deal.
Put this one back on too.
Sell her.
Okay, I want a crippled heifer. $1.50, $1.60, $1.50, 60, 70, $1.70, 80, $1.80, 90, 2, it'll get 210, it'll get 220, 230, it'll get 240, it'll get 250, it'll get 260, it'll get 260, 250, 60, it'll get 60, it'll get 60, it'll get 60, Ricardo, 250. He getting mad. He getting mad. Wants to go back to Caddo. Wants to come up. Tell him, come on up. Tell him, come on up. Bruce Savage. They won't. Just 12 of them go over there. One of George's neighbors, a Savage cattle down there. I entered to get 3, 2.5, and 302 and a 5, and 305, 7.5, and to get 10, to get 310, and 10, to get 3, 7.5, 10, to get 12.5, 15, to get 17.5, 20, and 322 and a half, 5, and to get 325, and 325, and to get 5, and to get 5, 322 and a 5, and 322 and a half, 5, 7.5, and now 30, and 330, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, and 330, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, tomorrow, 327 and a half, 80, 81. There's some thin flesh steers. I go. It's one of them cattle out of Stewart. They got that Stewart look, don't they? They got the Stewart look here. 3 1/4, 30, at 325, at 325, they get out 25, 25, 25, 25, they get out 325, they get out there, they get out 25, and 25, they get 30, they get 332 and a half, at 332 and a half here, 5, at 335, they get 7.5, they get 7.5, at 337 and 40, at 342 and a half, at 342 and a 5, at 345, they get 2 and a 5, 42 and a 5, 42 and a 5, and now 7.5, at 347 and a half, they get 7.5, Hayes, 345, put them on number 7. The same cattle, Billy. Same cattle down there, Stewart, Oklahoma. Stewart, Oklahoma aren't the good steers. Good old steers right there from Igos. Hey, they get 290, at 290, they get 2.5, at 290, 2.5, they get 290, they get 2.5, they get 5, they get 7.5, and 3, and 2.5, they get 5, they get 307 and a half, 10, and 310, they get 307 and a half, you get 10, and 310, and 307 and a half, 10. Here, Hal got them 307 and a half. Do it again, Hal. Nado. Ardmore, the Nobles. Nobles and the SEAs. Nobles and the SEAs. That'd be a well-bred set of stock, Thomas. Cake and grass. Cake and grass, mostly grass right here now. They're to get 310, and 310, and 310. They're to get now 12 and a half. They're to get 310, 12 and a half, 15. They're to get 70 and a half, now 20. They're to get 2.5, 5, and 27 and a half, 30. They're to get 2.5, 335, and 332 and a 5, and 332 and a 5, 332 and a 5, and 332 and a half. You're to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get back to at 332 and a half, 75. 44 more of them. Here's your grass cattle. Say again, Tom. Most of these will be their home-raised cattle, guys. SEAs. SEA's just got a frame, just got that frame, just got it right here now, 3 1/4, at 325, at 325, to get 7.5, to get 30, to get 32 and a half, 5, to get 35, 7.5, to get 40, to get 342 and a half, and 5, to get 7.5, to get 50, to get 2.5, to get 5, and 7.5, 60, to get 2.5, to get 2.5, and 5, to get 362 and a 5, and 365, and 362 and a half, to get 5, to get 5 there, but to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, and 5, how? At 362 and a half, 72. Nice stock, Hal. Here we go, guys. SCAs. SCA's right here. Raised a bunch of them boys right there now. They're taking out $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, $3, and $3 here. They're taking out $3. They're taking out $3, and $3 here, $3. They're taking out $3. They're taking $3. They're taking $3. They're taking $3, and $3 here, 2.5. They're taking 2.5, and $3.05. They're taking 7.5. They're taking 7.5, 10, and 3, 10, 11. And they're taking 11, 11, 11, 11, and 12, 13, and 14, 15. They're taking 15 up here, and 16. They're taking 17. They're taking 18. They're taking 18, 19, and 19, 18, 19, 18, 19, T, and they're going to put them on number 78. Thank the Nobles and the SCAs. We appreciate your business as usual. Harvey. Here's Harvey's steers. I bet he raised these steers too. Bet he raised these steers too, folks. Hogan's right down there at Atoka, Oklahoma. Pretty smooth right here now. $3 and $3. You're to get $3 and $3 here. $3. You're to get now $3. You're to get now $3. You're to get $3. You're to get $3 and $3 here. $3 there. Over to get $3. You're 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 to get $3 and $3. You're to get $2.75. 275, 7.5, and 82.5, 5, 287.5, 90, and 292.5, 5, 297.5, and I get 3, and $3 bill, 3, 2, and 2, 4, and 3, 6. Here to get 3, 4, 3, 6, 3, 4, 3, 6, T, 304, number 78. What do you got here, Bill? Seymour. Seymour, 2 drafts of them, guys. Weights are in the buyer's favor. Weights in the buyer's favor. Here to get out 3.25 at 325 at 325. Better get out 25, 25, 7.5. Better get out 27.5, 330 at 332.5. Better get 2.5, 5. Better get 337.5 at 340. Better get 40. Better get 42.5, 342.5, 5 at 345. Better get 42.5, 345 at 45. Did you how? At 45, 7.5, 346, 7 at 347. Better get 47, 8 at 48. Better get 348. Here to give 8. 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 That'd be how? 347, number 70. A stubhorn red one. A red stubhorn one. Here's some more of them, folks. Got your working clothes on, people. Seymour, Texas, Seymour, I entered to get $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 2.5, and $3 now, 2.5, I get that 2.5, 302.5, I get 2.5, and 302.5, now 6 here, to get 7, to get 7, 8, to get 308, 9, to get out here 10, and 10, to get 3, 10, to get 3, 9, 10, and 3, 9, 10, 11, and 12, now 12, and 12 up here, and 3, 12, to get 13, to get 14, to get 14, 15, and 15, 16, to get 17, to get 3, 17, sir, and 17, to get Tom, to get 17, and 3, 16, 17, to get 17, to get 3, 17, and 17 to be 3, 16. Put up a number 8X. 8X. Here we go, the Adams family. Remember them good heifers I sold a while ago? Y'all ready? You guys, you kids ready? Good to have you. Good to have you here. There's the little boy right there at 325. At 325. Better get out 25, 25, 25, 325. Better get out 25, 25, 25, 325. At 325. Better get out 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. Better get 325. At 325. Better get 25, 10. At 310. Better get 12 and a half. Better get 12 and a half. Better get 15. At 17 and a half. Better get 3, 17 and a half. 20. At 322 and a half. Better get 2 and a half. Better get 5. At 325. Better get 5. Better get 5. 325. At 322 and a half. 7 and a half. At 327 and a half, and I get 27 and a half, at 325, 327 and a half here, top deal, at 325, number 75, number 75. Here's 10 more of them. The Adams family. These got that feed bend, didn't they? I figured it'd be one of these that he'd be worried about. Aren't the big frame, good cattle too, guys. Big frame cattle, 90 cattle. And they're going to 285, 90, and 285, they're going to 90, they're going to 285, they're going to 90, they're going to 285, they're going to 7.5, 90, and 92, they're going to 92, 92, 93, 93, 94, 95, 95, they're going to 6, they're going to 7, they're going to 8, they're going to 9, they're going to 3, and 3, 1, they're going to 3, 2, they're going to 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 5, they're going to 3, 4, 5, and 3, 5, 6, and 3, 6, 7, 8, they're going to 3, 8 here, 8, 9, they're going to 10, and 3, 10, they're going to 3, 9, 10. 10, they're to get 309, 10, and 10, they're to get 10, tub 309, number 9. Thank you, guys. Jason, I got up here yet to see you. Thank you for voting you. Holyville, Oklahoma. The Stafford cattle from Holyville. They're hungry, guys. Hungry guys right here. They're to get 335, 7.5, and 337.5, 40, and 40. They're to win forever. You're to get 40, they're to get 340, they're to get 40, they're to get 2.5, and 342.5, they're to get 42.5, 342.5, and 45, 7.5, and 347.5. Internet chat 347.5, and 345, 7.5, they're to get 345, 7.5, 50, and 352, and 352. They're to get 2. Internet chat 352, and 354, and 354, 356, and they're to get 356 yet again at 354, 56, 354, 356, and $6 here Varner 354. Put them a 5-1, 5-5-1.
There's a heart out of the melon here now.
47 more of them, guys. Look at that frame and that quality right there, folks. I don't think they'll bunk up. They'll bunk up and get it. 47 more of them. 47 more of them here, 3 1/4, and 325, and 325. They're going to 25. Do what? 325, 7.5, and 7.5, and 7.5, 30, and 332.5, and 32.5, and 330, and 2.5, and 5, and 335, 7.5, 40, and 42.5, 5, and 7.5, 50, and 50, and 50, and 8 now, 52, and 52, 54, and 52, 54, and 352, 354, and 4, and 4, and 4, and 4, Hayes, at 352, put them on 7. That's what they look like when they get a little something to eat. They get bigger. Move around, Dennis, please. They're all right. Big old clunkers. Pretty good old clunkers. Yeah. Okay, they're going to 250, and 250, they're going to 50, they're going to 250, and 250, they're going to 50, they're going to 50, they're going to 50, they're going to 2.5, 5, and 255, 7.5, 60, they're going to 2.5, 5, and 5, they're going to 7.5, they're going to 260, 7.5, 70, and 270, 2.5, 5, and 75, they're going to 7.5, 80, and 280, they're going to 80, we're going to 80, we're going to 80, 280, 280, 280, 280, and 277.5, they're going to 80 here, 277.5, put them on 99. Billy, did you watch that old cub hit them 3 homers?
The old cub? Yeah.
The old cub. Yeah, we don't keep anyone around us very good. Schwarber. Did you see that, Tom? Nothing. I like these blacks over here, little sign mesh guy, Carnegie, Oklahoma, at 3 1/4, at 325, at 325, at 25, 25, 25, 25, 325, 30, at 335, at 40, at 5, at 50, at 5, at 60, at 5, and 70, at 370, at 365, 70, and 70, at 70, Hayes, 365, put them on number 7. No, 6. Oh. while ago. Earlier, yeah. You bother me. You ain't gonna bother me. There's 25 more of them cattle out of Carnegie, Oklahoma, guys. I got a big old frame. They're good colored cattle. Good old big colored cattle here. 275, at 275, at 275, let you bid 75, to get 7.5, 275, 7.5, 80, at 280, to give 80, to give 80, to get 280, at 280, to get 277 of 82, 283, to get 285, to get 287, to get 289, at 90, to get 290, to get 91, to get 92, 92, 93, at 94, to get 94, to get 95, to get 96, at 96, 95, 6, 7, 97, 8, at 97, 97, tell me at 97, at 98, 99, and 99, 3, and 301, and 301. Here, Tom, 2, 302, 3, 303, 304, to get 5, to get 600, to get now 600, to get 7, and 8, to get here, 308, 9, 309, 309, 308, 9, and 9, back to y'all, 309, 308, 9, 10, and 310, to get 9, 10, to get 9, 10, wait on him, wait on you, you'll get 10, and 3, 9, 10, Hal got him, 309, number 80, 80, 80. 12 more of them. 12 more of them, guys. Old biggins. Good old biggins right there now. To get that 235, 40, at 235, to get 7.5, to get 235, 7.5, at 235, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, 5, 5, to get 235, at 7.5, at 235, to get 7 40, at 241, to get 43, to get 45, to get 247, at 49, to get 249, 51, at 251, brash out, 251, 3, at 253, 5, at 255, brash out again, 255, 7, at 257, to get 9, at 259, 60, to get 260 a pound, at 259 now, 61, at 261 brass, 262, and 3, to get 4, 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 brass, 263, put them on 99, I think. Okay, that's what we're waiting on right here. It'll be 59 of David's. 59, there's a Popeye, kind of not a Popeye, just a blue eye. Just a blue eye. Look at them good black steers as usual. David and Grant. David and Grant, get ready, boys. Get ready, boys. A reputation is in here. That's pretty smaller this year, this time. Oh, wow, wow. Look at the condition right here, folks. They are peaches and cream. Peaches and cream right there. Enough said right there. Ideal now. To get 325 and 325 and 325. To get 925, 25, 25, 25, 325. To get 925, 25, 25 and 325. To get 925, 25, 25. To get 325 and 325. To get 925, 25, 10 and 310, 12 and 14. To get 16, 18, 20. To get 320 and 320 and 318, 20. To get 322. To get 322 and 2 hair Tom 323 and 323. To get 324 and 324, to get 323 and 4 and 5 and 325, to get now 600 and 325, 600 to get 325, to get 326 and 325, 326, 325, 326. So 325, put them on Troy, 75, 85. There's 33 of the colored ones. Don't throw rocks at them either, guys.
Same good cattle.
Yeah, Charlay's got bigger, just a pinch bigger. $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 2.5, and 2.5, it again, 2.5, 5, it again, 5, it again, 7.5, it again, 7.5, 3, 7.5 now, and 3, 7.5, and 10 now, 11 now, 12 and now, 13, 14, and 15, there to get 3, 15, and 15, there to get 3, 14 now, 15, anybody else here, 15, and 14, 15, 16, there to get 16, there to get 16, and 3, 17, and 3, 17, 18, there to get 18, 19, there to get 19, there to get 19, 18, 19, 20, and 3, 20, chicken 20, and 20, there to get 20, there to get 20, there to get 20, there to get 21, and 321, 321, 321, and 321, there to get 921 T, at 320, put up a number 78. Excellent. Got troubles?
Jason said he got full of long toe off one of them.
Smell bad in there again?
He said, "Was you-"
Probably Paula.
Yeah, at least one draft there, right? That she bought.
Hey, 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 look at these good crossbred steers.
Okay, it's 23. Okay, all right, thank you.
Here's a real deal, guys. Sold the light in yesterday, the Hood Piles, Walters, Oklahoma. So the thin flesh, low cattle just ready to do their world. Ready to do their thing. Be 174 in this offering, guys. 174. They're absolutely ready to go do the next guy some good. Bunk up and get it. Edward, yeah, look at here. We're still weighing the same. Guess they sorted them pretty close, didn't they? No, it's not. It's not available. Sure, not this year. There's not that many stock in the world for sale. Money. Set your satchel down, boys. I'm gonna let you play. $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 2.5, and $3 now, 2.5, and I get 2.5, and I get 3, 2.5, and I get 2.5, and I get 5, and 3, 5, 7.5, 10, and I get 12.5, and I get 15, and 17.5, and now 20, and I get 22.5. Hold the gate. 95, 325, 7.5, a third 27.5, a 325, 7 to 30, a 332.5, a 2.5, 335, 7.5, a 337.5, 40, a 340, you get 40, to get 40, to get 42.5, a 342.5, a 345, a 5, a 5 here, 7.5, a 47.5, a 345, a 7.5, a 7.5, a 345, 347.5. Anybody else here? 347.5. Tubby, 345, number 70. Be 3 pot loads of these cattle, guys. Take a look as they come through. Good big steers. Good big steers. Y'all can't leave. It's not over. Take care, guys. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to seeing you next year. I'll tell Jason you ask about him. He'll call you. How many here? Be 157 in this drive, guys. 157. Jerry, is that you? So the old Bacons, guys, got old Bacons, get ready. Get ready to go. Keith. Okie dokie, guys.
3 loads of them.
3 pot loads of them. 265 at 265, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 5, vertical 5 at 265, 7.5, vertical 7.5, vertical 65, 7.5 at 267.5, vertical 7.5, 7.5 at 70 at 72.5, 5 at 77.5, vertical 80, vertical 2.5, vertical 82.5, $86, vertical 7, vertical 8, vertical 88, 88, 88, 88, 87, 88, now 89, 89, vertical 90, vertical 90 at 90, vertical 1, vertical 92, 92, 91. 1, 2, 3, 93, 4, 94, 195, 295, 295, 294, 5, 6, 296, 7, 8, 98, 98, 99, 99, 299, 298, 9, 298, 9, 298, 9, 299, here, 9, tub deal, 298, 91. Cripple. Skunk tail. Same one header. Okay. Skunk tails, cripple. Same cattle. Crossbreds off of them. Crossbreds off of them here, 275, 80, and 275, 80, 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 82 and a 5, 85, 285, 5, 285, 7 and a half, 287 and a half, room boy, 287 and a half, 285, 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half here, tub deal, 285, put them on 7. Thank you, Colt.
They're pretty nice.
There's Matt Wiedeman's cattle down there, Mustang. They're nice. They nice boogers.
Real nice. They're green too now.
Good green boys right there now. They're getting a 310, a 310, and 10. They're getting a 310. They're getting a 10. They're getting a 310. They're getting a 10. They're getting a 10, 12, and 14. They're getting 16, 18. They're getting 20. They're getting 22. They're getting 24, and 26. 28, and 30, and 32. They're getting 34. They're getting 34, 6, 36, and 336, 334, 336, and 334, 336. They're getting a 6, they're getting 334. Varner number 81. Here's 44 more of their brothers. Look here, Billy.
Boy, they are the nuts, I think. Steers of the day.
Steers of the day right there. The Wiedemann cattle right there. Mustang, Oklahoma. The good Wiedemans. Good Wiedemans right there. Here, they're getting at $3. Here, they're free at 3. They're getting at $3. Here, 3. They're getting at 3. They're getting at 3. They're getting 2.5 and 3, 2.5. They get 2.5. They get 302.5 and 302.5. I'm going to get 7. They're getting 308. They're getting 8 here. 308 and 307, 8 and 8. They're getting 8. They're getting 8. They're getting 307, 308, 9 and 9. They're getting 10. They're getting 10, 11, 11. They're getting 311, 12, 13 and 13. They're getting 13, 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 13, 14 and 3, 13, 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 14 T. And they're going to put them on number 78. Thank you, Matthew. A good Wiedemann. Kittenbrink. Which one? Ryan? Mike. Mike and Juanita. Doctor and Mike. Kittenbrinks. Pretty good weights, and they always have nice cattle. Every time they sold. Kittenbrinks again. Mike and Juanita's Kittenbrink animals. I can want to eat a Kittenbrink right here now. They get 270 and 270. They get 2.5 and 72 and a half. They get 72 and a half. They get 72 and a half. 272 and a half. I got him 272 and a half. Now 5. Now 7 and a half. Now 80 and 82 and a half. They get 2.5. 5. They get 85. They get 3, 4, 84, 5, 85. They get 600. They get 7. They get 88. They get 88, 9. They get 90. They get 91 and 91, 2, 92, 93, 93, 93, 95, 3 and 3.5. 93 and a half. 93 and a half, 94, 94 and a half, 94 and a 5, 95 and a half, $96, 96 and a half, 97, 97, 96 and a half, 7, 97 and 7, T, 96 and a half, 78. Nope. Got you. Thank you, Doc and Michael. 78. Here's a set of cattle that look like hybrid vigors now. Baumhofs. Northern Steve. Steve not even here yet. Oh, he is. There he is. Slipped in up there in the cheap seats. After we get these going, he can move down anywhere he wants to. That's right. Well, Stevie, it don't cost much more to go first class. You went first class deluxe. Those northern cows this fall will be for nothing. If there's any left, may not be any left. Boy, they're easy to handle, too. Nice little old steers. Steve spent all year long out there with them, babying them, taking care of them, petting them. Quality, 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 quality. 275 and 275. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 5 and 275. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 5. They're gonna 275. 7 and a half. They're gonna 7 and a half. 277 and a half and 7 and a half. 80. They're gonna 82 and a half. 5. 85. They're gonna 82 and a half. 3. They're gonna 4. They're gonna 5. They're gonna $6. 87. They're gonna 88. 9. They're gonna 90. They're gonna 1. They're gonna 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 7. 98 and 98. They're gonna 98. They're gonna 98. They're gonna 298. 297. 298. 298. Anybody else? 298. Tubby, 297. Number 91. 92. Thank you, Stevie. Kevin, I said another one said a northern. Here's another northern. Here's Kevin. I believe Kevin's are better than yours this week, Steve. They're not sold yet. Lighter anyway, aren't they? Is good. Black is good. Here's Kevin.
Hello?
Kevin the Baumhoff.
One short.
One short. One short. There you go, another set of Northerners right there, 280, at 280, they're getting at 2.5, at 280, 2.5, they're getting at 7.5, they're getting 7.5, they're getting 7.90, at 290, they're getting 90, they're getting 90, they're getting 91, at 92, 93, they're getting 4, they're getting 5, they're getting 95, $6, 7, and 8, they're getting 98, 9, they're getting 3, they're getting 3 to 1, and 2, they're getting 302, 3, they're getting 303, they're getting 303, 4, and 304, and 304, 5, and 305, they're getting 6, they're getting $6, 7, and 7, they're to get 307, 8, they're to get 800, they're to get 8, they're to get 9, and 3, 9, they're to get 3, 8, 9, you bet 9, 10, and 3, 10, 3, 10, now 11, 3, 11, now 12, and 12, they're to get 13, and 13, they're to get now 13, they're to get 3, 13, they're to get 13, 14, and 14, they're to get 14, 15, and 15, they're to get 3, 15, they're to get 3, 15, and 3, 14, 15, 16, and 16, they're to get 16, they're to get 16, they're to get 16, and 16, they're to get so 3, 15, Troy 90. Got to have that little delay. Yeah. Scaling V's. Be 133 of them, ladies and gentlemen. They always send the best. There they are. Opportunities in front of you. Scaling V's. You got to love them, folks. You got to love them. Pretty boys, pretty boys. Scaling V's. Thin in flesh, choice in quality. Nice, even set of steers. Two pot loads up. Make a nice pentacala. Or if you got some big old grass. Well, folks, opportunity don't come very often like this, but it's here. Learn to live with it. $708 right there now. Two loads of them. I entered to get 325 at 325. I get 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 7 and a half. I get 325, 7 and a half, 30 at 330. I get 2 and a half. I get 5. I get 35. I get 335, 7 and a half, 40 at 340, 2 and a half. I get 42 and a 5. I get 45, 7 and a half, 50 at 350, 2 and a half. I get 5 at 55. I get 7 and a half, 60 at 360. I get 2 and a half. I get 2 and a half. I get 360, 2 and a half at 365 and 5. I get 2 and a 5. I get 3 now. 4 at 64, 5. To get 365, 6. To get a 66, 66 dollar at 65, 66, 365, 66 at 365, 366. Everybody else here, 366. Hayes, 365, put them on 71. Been old pasture all spring long, guys. Good black steers right there now. They're taking big rank Bermuda grass here now. They're taking weeds 325, 30, at 325, they're taking 30, at 325, they're taking 30, they're taking 30, they're taking 325, $3 now, 1 and 2, they're taking 302, they're taking 302, they're taking 301, 2 at 2 at 3, they're taking 303, they're taking 303, you got room bowl 303 and 304 and 304, they're taking 5, they're taking 5, they're taking 5, $6, they're taking a 7 and 7, they're taking 7, they're taking 8, they're taking 308, 309, 8 and 8, you give 8 here, top 8, 9 and 3, 9, 310, 310, 11 and 3, 11, 12 and 12, 13, they're taking 13, 14, they're taking 15 and 15, they're taking 16, they're taking 17 and 17, 18, they're taking 18, 19, they're taking 19, they're taking 19, 20 and 3, 21 and 21, 22, they're taking 23, they're taking 3, 23, 4 and 25 and 3, 25, 6, they're taking a 7, they're taking 7, they're taking 7, they're taking 7 and 3, 26, 7 and 3, 27, they're taking a 7, they're taking a 7, that's up 3, 26, 75. The same cattle. Deep forks, be a load of them. Hey, what? Okay. Okay. Army worms? That's too early to be talking about that. Ah, my goodness gracious. Yeah, they are bad. Right here now. Here we go. Here we go right there now. They're going to 3 1/4 and 325 and 325. They're going to 25, 25, 25, $6. They're going to 6 here, 7. They're going to 7, 8. They're going to 8 here, 9. They're going to 9 here now, 30 and 331. They're going to 31, 2, 32, 3, 33, 34, 35. They're going to 36. They're going to 7. They're going to 7, 8 and 38, 9, 39, 40. They're going to 41. They're going to 42 and 43. They're going to 44, 45, $6 and 7. They're going to 7. They're going to 47. They're going to 347 and 346, 7 and 346, 7. They're going to 7. They're going to 7. They're going to 7 to 346, number 75. Here's a nice crossbred cattle, guys. Crabgrass cattle, great cattle, good weights, excellent weigh up. And they get $3, 2.5, at 3 old bills, 2.5, they get 3, 2.5, they get 3, 2.5, they get 2.5, at $3 now, 2.5, outside boys, they get 2.5, they get 301, at 302, they get 303, they get 304, 5, at 306, here's 7, they get 7, they get 7, they get 307, 8, and 8, they get 800, no, $8, they get 9, they get 3, 9, 10, and 11, they get 11, 11, and 12, 12, they get 12, they get 12, at 3, 12, 13, at 13, 14, they get 15, they get 15, they get 15, at 14, 15, 16 at 317, they're to get 17, they're to get 17 at 317, 316, 17 at 17 at up 316, number 75. Where we going, Bill? John Hurley cattle. Be 2 loads of these good steers, guys. They are nice kind. 123 of them here. Good 7-weight steers. Old John Hurley brought you a good little set. 2 loads of them. Here's a pretty attractive set of steers, guys. They're pretty black Charlays. 7-weight cattle. How many here? Count them out. Well, they got their working clothes on, don't they? We've had several of these kind of cattle today. We got several of this kind of cattle today, guys. Get a little 800-pound steers. Got a frame to weigh 9. Pretty black, pretty good. You like these, Jason? Good ones, guys. John does good work. Okay, there they are, guys, right here. Now, they're taking that 310, at 310, at 310. They're taking that 10, they're taking that 310, 10, 11, at 12, at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They're taking 19, they're taking 20, they're taking 321, 21, 2. They're taking 22, 321, and 22, at 323, at 324, 324, 5. They're taking 325, 600. They're taking that 7, at 327, 8. They're taking 28, 9, at 29, 30. They're taking 330, they're taking 330, they're taking 330, at 330. They're taking 329, you'll get 30 at 330, to get 329, you'll get 30 at 330, to get a half 30 at 30, to get 9.5, 30, 9.5, 30. Wait on him, wait on you. Hit it to get 330 at 330, to get 329.5, 30. That'd be 329.5, 75. Kaufman, Texas. 2 loads of these cattle, guys, out of Kaufman. Joe Reese, Kaufman, Texas. Look at him come in. Fletcher, how are you? I think okay. Good to see you again. X them last cattle, X last cattle. This is split right or not. Okay, here it is, guys. This is it. I'm sorry. The Reese cattle. Kaufman, Texas, right here. Now to get a $3, 2.5, a $3 bill, 2.5, to get 3, to get 2.5, a 302.5, to get 2.5, to get 302.5, to get 2.5, a 305, to get 302.5, to get 302.5, a 302.5, to get 5, to get $6, to get a 7, at 7, 8, to get 308, 308, 9, to get 9 here, 9 there, but to get 9, at 9, to get 309, to get 308, 9, to get half, 9.5, at 9.5, 10, at 10, 11, at 11, to get 12, at 312. But I get 12, I get 12, I get 12, and 311, 12, and I get 12, and I get 12, and I get 12. Hayes, 311, 85, yard them out. A narrow Charlay, the scribble. Sick and narrow. 53 more of them. Good crossbred steers off of them, folks. Kaufman, Texas. Kaufman, Texas. 285, at 285, at 285, at 285, at 535, at 285, 600, at 285, at 600, at 285, got you 5 now, 6, 285, $6, 7, at 288, at 89, at 90, at 91, at 91, $291, 2, at 92, at 92, 3, 93, 94, 94, at 5, at 95, 600, at 96, 7, at 97, 98, at 98, 99, at 3, at $3 here, at 3, at 3, 1, at 301. A half 1, 301, a half, 1 a half, 1 a half, 301 a half, 2 at 302, to get $2 a half, to get 2 and a half, to get 302 and a 3 at 303 and a half, to get 303 and a 4 at 304 and a half, to get 5 at 305 and a half, to get 5 and a half, $6 to get at 306 at 305 and a half, 6, 305 and a half, 306, to be 305 and a half, 9. Carnegie's.
Be a load of these steers.
Be a load of them, folks, to Carnegie's.
Condition now.
Condition to burn now. Enter to get out Fort Worth, Texas. Enter to get out 3 1/4 and 325. Enter to get out 25, 25, 325 and 325. Enter to get 7 1/2. Enter to get 7 1/2. 325. Enter to get 7 1/2 and 325. Enter to get 6. Enter to get out 6. Enter to get 327 and 7. Enter to get 8. Enter to get 9. Enter to get out 30. Enter to get 31. Enter to get 32 and 32 3. Enter to get 33 4. 34 35 and 35. Enter to get 35. Enter to get 35 34 5 and 34 5 6 and 36. Enter to get out 336, 335, 336, at 35, and to get 6, to get 6, 7, at 337, to get 7, to get 7, to get 7, to get 7, at 336, now 7, to get a 7, to get 7, to get 7. How? 336, number 70. Okay. There's another draft of them, folks. 24 more of them. Big frame boogers right there. Yep. Here we go. Crossbred steers right there now. They're to get 285, 90, and 285, they're to get 90, and 285, they're to get 90, they're to get 285, 90, they're to get 2.5, they're to get 95, 97.5, they're to get 73, and $3 here, 3, they're to get 297, 3, now 1, and 301, 302, they're to get 303, they're to get 303, 304, and 5, they're to get 305, they're to get $6, they're to get 7, and 7, they're to get 7, 8, they're to get 308, 308, 9, and 9, they're to get 309, 10, and 10, 11, they're to get 311, they're to get 311, they're to get 11, 12, and 12, 13, and 13, they're to get 14, they're to get 15, they're to get 16, they're to get 16, at 315, 16, at 315, 16, they're to get 16, Hayes, 315, put on number 75, 85, I'm sorry. What do I got here, Bill? Murdog, Allen's, Stewart, Oklahoma. Now you're talking, Bill. Now you're talking about some good big bruisers. Well, folks, that's a reputation set of steers now. They're Stewart, Oklahoma. The Murdog steers. They're good, they're big, and they'll respond for you. They'll do their, yeah, you ask them to do something, they're going to do their part. I they're to get at 275, at 275, they're to get at 5, they're to get at 275, at 275, they're to get at 5, they're to get 5, they're to get at 7.5, they're to get 75, 7.5, and 7.5, 80, and 282.5, 5, they're to get 285, they're to get 7.5, they're to get 286, at 285, 6, 7, they're to get 87, they're to get 287, they're to get 87, 88, $88, $88, 88, hell yeah, 88, they're to get 9, 89, 90, at 290, they're to get 91, they're to get 91, 2, 92, 93, 93, 93, 93, 4, and 94, 94, 93, and 94, 93, and 94. I had to get 293 and 94, and 93 and 94. I had to get 93 and 94 here. Tub deal 293. Put them on number 9, 595 X, 95X. What do you got here, Bill? Hurlbut cow. Do them. Who you got? Bull cattle, guys. Bulls. About 40 of these all together down at Walters, guys. About 40 of them all together. A good steer down at Walters, Oklahoma. I entered to get 285 and 275 and 275. I get 7.5. I get 75, 7.5. I get 80 and 80. I get 81. I get 281. I get 281. I get 281 and 281. Yeah, again 1, 2. I get 1. I get 281, 2, 82 and 3, 4, 84, 85, 86, 86, 7, 87, 8, 88, 9. I get 90. I get 90. I get 90. 1. I get 92 and 91, 2, 91, 2, 3, 93, 94 and 95. I get 96. I get 96, 7, 97, 97. I get 297 and 298, 98, half 8, 9, half 3, half 1, half 2, half 3, half 303 and a half, 303 and a half, 303 and a half, 303 and a half. Tell me 303, 9, number 9. Rockin' 33. We had the Heifers earlier. Here's a good set of steers, guys, right here. Now, to get $3, 2.5, and $3 bill, 2.5, to get 5, and 305, to get 302.5, to get 5, 7.5, to get 10, to get 310, 12, and 310, 12, to get 12, to get 12, to get 12, and 310, now 12, to get 13, to get 13, to get 13, and 313, to get 312, to get 13, and 13, to get 14, to get 14, to get 14, and 314 a pound, 15, and 15, 16, and 316, to get 315, now 16. And 16, to get 16, to get 16, up 315, put up a number 82, 81, just 8. Okie dokie. Rocking 33s. Next in to them, good black steers.
Not much meat.
Not a lot of flesh. Not a lot of flesh here now. 310 and 310. They're getting 12 and a half and 310, 12 and a half. They're getting 12 and a half, 15 and 315. They're getting 15. They're getting 15. They're getting 312 and a half. They're getting 15 and 312 and a half. They're getting 13. They're getting 14. They're getting 14 and 313, 14. They're getting 313, 14 and 313, 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 14 and 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 14. They're getting 14. They're getting up at 313. Put them at number 7, 7X. Juniors, here come juniors, Antonio, Ricardo. Where are they at? They gone? Antonio's down here. Juniors, we had the Heifers earlier. Did he raise all these? I think he did, didn't he?
Nice.
They are nice. He raised them all, guys. Where is Junior? He didn't come? Oh. A little busy. Okay, they got good big steers right here now. They got 275, 275, 275. They get 7.5. They get 7 of 80. They get 2.5. They get 5. They get 5, 85, $86, 87, 88, 89, 90. They get 91 and 92, 92, 3, 94 and 94. They get 94, 5. They get 95. They get 95. They get 294, 5 and 96 and 297. They get 97. They get 97. They get 297 and 296. Should get 7, 297, 297 and 7. They get top deal 296, 9. There's a Jensen's right there, boys. A Jensen steers. They're going to get a 275, a 275, a 275. They're going to 75, 75, 75, 75. They're going to buy a $6, a 275, 6, 275, $76. They're going to get 7, a 277. They're going to get 77. They're going to get 277, a 276, 7. They're going to get 277. Digit down here, a 277. They're going to get 7. 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 276, 99. You boys hurry up and get in here. It's about over. We don't want to miss you. Gary's got to move a little dirt. Which one y'all buy? Which one do you want to buy? A cripple one? Alan Mead right there. Karen Male Antonio. Here's Karen's daddy. They're to get 330. At 330, they're to get 205. At 335, 40. At 340, they're to get 5. They're to get 45, 50. At 350, they're to get 50. They're to get 345 now, 50. At 345 now, 50. They're to get 50. They're to get 50. They're to get 50. At 350, they're to get 345. Put them on bar 5969. Same cattle. I don't know. Is it? Same cattle. Same cattle, more Allen's right here now. They're to get 310, at 310, 12 and a half, at 310, 12 and a half, they're to get 15, they're to get 70 and a half, 20, they're to get 322 and a half, 5, at 27 and a half, 32 and a half, 5, at 7 and a half, they're to get 337 and a half, at 335, 7 and a half, they're to get 740, at 340, they're to get 40, they're to get 337 and a half, they're to get 40, at 340, they're to get 40, they're to get 40, they're to get 40, they're to get 40, so 337 and a half, 81, bar. Prague, Oklahoma, guys. Prague, not much flesh on them green boys. Green. Here now, they get 275, 80, 275, they get 80, they get 280, they get 2.5, they get 282.5, at 285, they get 7.5, at 90, they get 205, they get 7.5, 3, at 2.5, they get 5, they get 302.5, 5, at 302.5, they get 5, they get 5 here, 5 there, they get 5, at 7.5, at 7 at 10, at 310, 12, at 12, 14, at 314, to be 312, 75. Smoke cattle come out of hydro, guys. Here's Wayne's. Here's Wayne. He raised these boogers right there. He raised them here to get $3, 2.5, at 302.5, at 5, to get 305, 10, to get 15, to get 15, to get 20, to get 322.5, 5, at 27.5, 30, 332.5, 5, at 7.5, to get 337, at 40, at 342.5, at 342.5, to get 2.5, to get 2.5, 2.5 here. How? At 340, number 70. 72. 70. Rodney Hewlett cattle guys down at Goody Bow, Oklahoma. Good set of feeder steers. Okay, good little feeder steers right down there. Goody Bow, $3, 2.5. At $3 bill, 2.5. At 302.5, to get 5, to get 305, 7.5, at 10, 310, 12.5, to get 12 and a 15. At 17.5, 20. At 322.5, to get 322.5, to get 322.5. At 322.5, to get 2.5 here. Hayes, 320. Put them on number 85. Here's some more of them. Goatee Bow. Pretty gentle, aren't they? Pretty gentle, big boys. 275 at 275, 275, 275. 275 at 275, vertical 7.5, vertical 82.5, 85, vertical 7.5, and 90, vertical 90, vertical 90, and 287.5, and 90, vertical 290, vertical 290, vertical 90, and 90, vertical 291, and 91, vertical 291, vertical 291, vertical 291, and 1 here, from a T, 290, number 78. Thank the Hewletts. Thank the Hewletts. That's right. Good blacks. Mark Miller. My golly. Where? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Mr. Miller's. Mr. Miller's right here, 3 1/4, at 325, at 325, vertical 25, 25, 25, 325, vertical 7.5, at 325, vertical 7.5, vertical 325, vertical 6, 7, at 327, vertical 7, vertical 7, vertical 8, at 328, 9, 29, 30, vertical 31, vertical 32, at 33, 34, vertical 33 and 34, at vertical 5, at 36, here, vertical 35, 36, here, 335, 6, at 35, vertical 6, vertical tub 335, 75. Be the Buckner cattle guys. Buckner cattle down Chico. Good set of summer feeders here. Another good set of summer feeders here. Reds and blacks. Reds and blacks right here now. They got 280 and 280. They get 2.5 at 282 and a half. They get 2.5. They get 82 and a half. 5. They get 7.5 and 90. They get 2.5. 5 and 97.5. 3. They get 2.5. 5 and 7.5. 10 and 310. They get 3 7.5. 10 and 3 7.5. They get 10 10 10. TGB and 310 and 3 7.5. They get 10 and 8 9 3 9 3 8 9 3 8.5 9 3 9.5. 9.5, 3 9.5, 309.5, 309.5 here. Number Tubby, 309, number 9. Let's go to Ballswell, guys. Ballswell. Jacob Jones cattle, good old big frame steers, good old big frame boogers right there. Now they got 275 at 275. They get 7.5. They get 75. They get 7.5. They get 7.5 at 277.5. They get 80. They get 80. They get 1. They get 81 2. 82 3. They get 84. They get 5. They get $86 7. 87. They get 86. $87 86. $87 at 286 7. They get 7. They get 7 to 286. Put them on number 95. How's Mr. Stevens today? We're fixing to sell some of your cattle. You'll be better off. Be too grass, these cattle guys. Mr. Stevens. Boy, a good set of yearlings down there, southwest Oklahoma. Southwestern Oklahoma specials. $3, 2.5, at 3 bill, 2.5, at 302.5, and I get at 2.5, and I get 302.5, and I get 2.5, 302.5, at 302.5, and I get 2.5, and I out the gate, 302.5, anybody else here, 2.5, at 302.5, job in, now 7.5, now 7.5, 3, 6, 7, and I get 8, and I get 9, and I get 3, 9, 9, 9, 10, at 3, 10, 11, and I get 12, and I get 13, and I get 14, and I get 15, and 15, and I get 3, 15, and I get 14, 15, and 15, 16, and 16, and I get 3, 16, at 3:15, and I get 16, and I get 16, 16, 16, Drew Hayes at 3:15, number 8, number 7. There's some more of them, guys. Some more of them guys are long wean guys. Little light cattle here now, 3 1/4, 30. At 3:30, at 3:25, and get 30, and get 3:25, and get 30, and get 3:25, 30. At 3:25, and get 30, and get 30, and get 30, and get 5, and get 35, 3:35. At 3:35, and get 5, and get 5, and get 5. All you people are out. 3:35, at 3:35, at 3:35, and get 5, and get 5. Internet, 3:30 on the internet, 3:30. Haynes 64. Goodbye. Thank you, Mr. Stevens. Okay, back to action right here. Some blacks. Here's Jerry's cattle. Jerry Tackett, Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. I believe you're right, Dustin. Where is Dustin? Tried to get him to sell him yesterday. He said, there's cattle weigh 8. Sure enough, right here, I entered Fort Cobb. I entered to get 285.90, at 285, I get 90, entered to get 295, I get 3, entered to get 302.5, 5, at 307.5, 10, at 312, entered to get 314, entered to get 16, entered to get 18, at 20, entered to get 320, entered to get 320, at 318, 20, entered to get 920, entered to get 920, entered to get 20. Hayes, 318, number 85. Myers, Callum Guthrie. Getting it? Miles, Callum. Robert Miles. Robert Miles. Robert here? He generally comes. The lightweight yearlings, Robert here. I entered to get 330. At 330, entered to get 2.5. Entered to get 332.5. 332.5. At 332.5. Entered to get 2.5. Entered to get 5. At 335. Entered to get 2.5. Entered to get 5. Got him 32.5. 5. At 332.5. At 35. Entered to get 35. Entered to get 335. At 35. Entered to get 5. Entered to get 5. Varner, 330. Put on number 89. 69. Hereford off. Just one of them Brooks cattle down in Lokiba. Lucky ball right there. Entered to get 3 1/4 at 325. At 325, entered to get at 25, 325. Entered to get at 25, 25. At 325, entered to get at 7.5. And now 30. At 32, entered to get 34. Entered to get 36. Here 38. Entered to get 40. Entered to get 42. Entered to get 44. Entered to get 46. 48. 50. At 352. Entered to get 54. Entered to get 356. At 58. Entered to get $8. 358. Entered to get 358. Entered to get 800. To get 8. Hayes at 356, number 7. Be the Holloway cattle, guys. Long wean boys, my male says. Here we go. Never had any implants at all. I entered to get 3 1/4, 30. At 330, at 325, to get 30, to get 325, to get 30, to get 30, to get 5, to get 35, 35, 40. At 345, to get 45, 50. At 355, to get 55, 60. At 365, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5 there, to get 5, 365, and 5, to get 5, to get 5. Hayes, 360. Put on number 7. Nope, 6. There's some more of them. Holloways. He's got a pretty good set of mama cows, doesn't he? No flesh right here. They're to get 310 and 310 and 10. They're to get 10. They're to get 310 and 10. They're to get 310. They're to get 10 5. They're to get 15. They're to get 15 20 and 25 30. They're to get 35. They're to get 5. They're to get 35 335 and 335 335 335 and 35 here 5 here. Haste 330. Put on number 7. Go to Clinton. Hey, look here, folks. Clinton, Oklahoma. They're to get at 3 1/4, 30, at 3 1/4. Over to get 30, they're to get at 30, they're to get 5, they're to get 5, 40, at 345, they're to get 45, they're to get 345, at 50, at 350, 2 1/2, they're to get 5, at 55, they're to get 7 1/2, they're to get 357 1/2, at 357 1/2 here, they're to get Hayes 355. Put them on 7, number 7. I ain't seen him. How are you, Tim? You looking good. Big frame, boys. Big old frame stairs. Okay, same deal now. Dan hadn't been around much in a while, has he? 250, at 250, to get 2 1/2, at 250, 2 1/2, to get 2 1/2, 5, to get 7 1/2, 60, to get 2 1/2, 5, at 7 1/2, 70, to get 2 1/2, 5, at 7 1/2, 80, to get 2 1/2, 5, to get 7 1/2, at 287 1/2, and 287 1/2. Yeah, on internet, 285, 7 1/2, 87 and 90, and 292, to get 94, to get 96, here, to get 96, and 94, 96, 94, 6, here, to be 294, 9. Oh, this cattle been on grass all summer now. Who is this? Ace and J. Been on grass all summer. The male says right there now. To get 3 1/4, at 325, at 325, to get 25, 25, 25, 325, to get 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, at 325, to get 25, 25, 600, at 325, 326, 325, 600. That'd be 325, number 85, 75. Now, here comes Timmy. Should be, yep. Be 62 of them, folks. This might be last chance to buy a load of cattle today. Mr. Rother, one of the good people in the world. Here's a nice set of steers. Mr. Tim. Here's Tim's. Help yourself, guys. We're really a choice set of steers. Yes, sir. One good load of 275 and 275. To get that 5. To get that 7 1/2. To get 7 1/2. 80. To get 80. To get 82. 82. To get 83. To get 4 or 5. 85. 600. 7 8. 88. 9. 90. To get 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 600 and 7. 8. 9. 9. 3. To the 1. 2. 3. At 303. To 4. At 305. To get 305. 6. Here. To get 600. 305. 6. 7. At 307. 8. And 9. 39. 39. 38. 8, 9, 3, 8, 9, 8, 9, half 9, and 3, 9 and a half, and 9 and a half, and a 9 and a half, and a 9 and a half, and a how. 309, put them on number 80. Tim, thank you, bud.
Thank you, Tim.
Tom Fagan. Here. Let's do it. $2, 10, $2, 10, $2.10, that's 20, $2.15, 20, to get 225, to get 30, to get 35, to get 40, 245, to get 50, to get 55, to get 255, 255, 255, to get 60, 260, to get 255, now 60, and 60, to get 60, to get 60, brass, 255, brass. Haynes 64. I don't know about you, Bryce. Everybody's got to be somewhere. That's right, Antonio. That's right. They didn't cost $3, though, did they? Same deal. Same deal, guys. $1.50. $1.50, $1.60, $1.60, $70, $70, $80, $80, $90, $92, to get 210, and 210, to get 20, to get 220, to get 220, and 30, and 230, to get 220, 30, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, to get 30, brass, 220. Tell me about these, George. No. Savage cattle. Outs. Where is George? He peeled them off this morning. He said one of them is got a lump jaw, one of them's got a bad back, bad eye. They still come from an awful good set of cattle down there at Polk Acid, Oklahoma, the savage cattle. And to get 275, 80, and 275, to get 80, to get 280, to get 275, 80, and 275, 80, to get 80, to get 80, to get 80, 50, and 255, to get 55, to get 5, now 560, at 265, 270, 275, 280, 280, 275, 80, 280, Antonio, 275. I knew you'd come in there. Here's another one of Bruce. Here's another one of Bruce's big steers. $1.50, $1.50, 60, $1.60. There to get 160, 70, and 170, 80. There to get 180, 180, 180. You both out. 180, 170, 80, 90, 190, 190, 190, at 180, 190, 180, 100. She bid. 180, 90 sold. 180. Put them on Terry 9. Oakley, you bid. Well, who in the world's that? My goodness. She finally caught you working. Sell Reese's. Whoopee whoopee. Dustin, my apologies about those cattle from Fort Cobb. They were large. You did good. You did good. Cribble? Hereford. 601. This it? Remember who it's off of?
Hogan.
Said Hogan. It's not Reese. He's pretty good. Yeah. Is this it? I don't see no long time. Okay. Very good. Very good. Man said he had one with a little long toe and he didn't want anyone to get stuck with it for the high dollar. I want you to get stuck with it for $2. I had $2 here and there to get out 10, and 210 to get out 10 to buy, to get 10, 210, 210, 210, 210, 20, and 225 to get 25, to get 30, to get 230, at 235, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, and Terry at 230, number 9. There you go. Now you bought one I like. Bailey's the owner. Jason. Sell him right there now. To get $2. A $2 bill, 2. A $2 eater to get that 2. To get that $2. To get that 2 to buy. To get 2. A little bit lame here. 2, 2.5. A 2, 2.5. To get 2, 2.5. To get 2, 2.5 here. Terry 9. $2. George. All them. Did you see all them cattle from Pocasset? Cripples, Lumps, Stanley, Savage. Okay. Here's one. Barner 551. 4S Inc. What's a heifer? Steer. Dollar bill 10 at 120, 110, 20, 120, 30, 130, 40, 150, 160, 160, 70, 170, 80, and 192. To get $2, 10, to get 210, 20, and 30, to get 230, to get 40, to get 50, at 250, to get 50, to get 50, to get 240 now, 50, at 240 now, 50, Antone, 240. Did you look him over, Antone? You did? Okay. Good luck to you. What's it? Yeah, that'd be, is that Turner? Turner, Cripple Red Bally. Talk to me. Huh? Peel. To be 29X cut foot. See it at home? You recognize her, Jace? a brand. Any of you guys recognize her? It's, no, she was crippled. I said, turn around. She crippled. Suppose she had a cut foot. See a cut foot? I don't see a thing. Put her back on. Okay, Chase. I guess. Stub horn off Howe 70. Who's it off of first time? Who? No, I mean, who was it? If you don't mind, right there now, they're going to get 250, 250, they're going to get 60, 250, 60, they're going to get 70, they're going to get 80, they're going to get 90, they're going to get 90, 90, 90, 290, internet, 93, $3 here, 3, they're going to get 293, they're going to get 293, 3, they're going to get $3 here, 3, did you bid? 293, 293, so 290 internet, Bryce. House 70. Sell them. Sell them right there now. They're to get 275.80, 275. They're to give 80. They're to get 275.80. They're to get 280, 280, 280, 275. They're to give 80. They're to get 280. They're to get 78. You say yes? 280, 275, 80. So 275 or 65. Here you go, Gary. Reese. Sell them off for Reese. Yeah. 85s. Yep. Little cripple right there now. They're to get 250, 250. They're to get 50. They're to get 250, 250. They're to get 50. They're to get 50. They're to get 50. They're to get 60, 250, 60. They're to get 250. They're to get 60, 250, 60, 250, 60. The barn 250. Nothing. He said he's got one like that and never gets out from under the tree. He said he don't know about the night. He don't know about nighttime if they get out or not. What's all T78. Two smaller ones than that. Put these back on, Tom. Steven Jensen. Well, it's not far. It's not far. NP, not pretty. Ask Tom. Tom might know. What's NP and E? What's NP? No, N, like no problem. There you go. There you go. Tell him it's no problem, Jace. What's this? Shane Ledford down in Comanche. She's bred. $2, 10, $2, 10, 210, 210. There to get 10 to buy. There to get 10. There to get 10, 10, 10. There to get 210. There to get 10 out to gate. Now 20, 220, 30, 240, 230, 40, 250, 250, 240, 50. Jared McGee, 240 on the internet. Okay. Are them two just going to go on a different number, Tom? Are those two just going to go on a different number? Okay, we're done then, guys. We'll just have for them bring them two up. Okay, nope. Bye. Thanks.